Poor blood flow is silently affecting millions of seniors after 60, and most people don't even realize it until everyday movements start feeling harder than they should. Walking to the kitchen feels heavier. Standing for long periods becomes uncomfortable. Legs start to feel tight, cold, or weak. And slowly, balance and stability begin to decline. But here's what nobody is clearly explaining. This is not just normal aging. In many cases, it's a sign that your blood vessels are not getting the nutrients they need to stay flexible, open, and strong. And today, I'm going to explain this in a very simple way, and then show you 7 foods that naturally support better blood flow throughout the body. These are not magic cures, and they are not quick fixes, but they directly support the systems responsible for circulation, especially in the legs and feet where problems are most noticeable. Stay with me until the end, because number 1 is something most people already know, but very few people actually use correctly for circulation. Let's start by understanding what's actually happening inside the body. As we age, blood vessels naturally become stiffer. The inner lining of the arteries, called the endothelium, doesn't function as efficiently as it used to. At the same time, the body produces less nitric oxide, a key molecule responsible for keeping blood vessels relaxed and open. When nitric oxide levels drop, blood vessels tighten slightly, not enough to stop blood flow completely, but enough to reduce efficiency. Over time, that reduced efficiency shows up as cold feet, numbness, tingling, cramps, and fatigue in the legs. The good news is that diet plays a major role in this process. Certain foods support nitric oxide production, improve vessel flexibility, and reduce stiffness. When used consistently, they can support noticeably better circulation over time. Let's go through them one by one. We'll start with bananas. Bananas may seem simple, but they are an important food for circulation because they are rich in potassium. Potassium helps regulate muscle and nerve function, and more importantly, it helps relax blood vessel walls. When potassium levels are low, blood vessels tend to tighten, which makes it harder for blood to flow freely, especially to the lower body. Many seniors who experience cramps in their legs or feet are actually low in potassium without realizing it. Adding bananas regularly can help support smoother muscle function and reduce that internal tightness that contributes to poor circulation. Next are walnuts. Walnuts are one of the best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats help support the flexibility of blood vessels and reduce inflammation in the arterial walls. When arteries become stiff and inflamed, blood has to work harder to move through them. That's when circulation slows down. Walnuts don't act instantly, but over time, they help support a healthier vascular system, especially when eaten consistently as part of a daily diet. Now let's talk about beets. Beets are one of the most powerful foods when it comes to circulation because they are extremely rich in dietary nitrates. Once consumed, these nitrates are converted by the body into nitric oxide. This is the same molecule that helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. When nitric oxide levels increase, blood vessels widen slightly, allowing oxygen-rich blood to move more efficiently throughout the body. Many people notice improved warmth in their hands and feet when they regularly consume beets, especially in juice or cooked form. But the key is consistency, not occasional use. Dark chocolate is another surprising food that supports circulation, but only when it contains high cocoa content, typically 70% or more. The reason it works is because cocoa contains flavonoids, natural compounds that support the health of the endothelium, the inner lining of blood vessels. When the endothelium is healthy, blood vessels can expand and contract more easily, which directly supports better circulation. However, the benefits are reduced if the chocolate is loaded with sugar, so quality is extremely important here. Spinach is another powerful circulation-supporting food. It contains both nitrates and magnesium. Magnesium plays a key role in muscle relaxation, including the smooth muscles inside blood vessel walls. When these muscles are relaxed, blood can flow more freely. The nitrates in spinach also contribute to nitric oxide production, which further supports vascular function. This combination makes spinach one of the most effective leafy greens for circulation support, especially when eaten regularly. Now let's move to garlic. Garlic has been used for centuries in traditional medicine for heart and circulation support, and modern research continues to support its benefits. When garlic is crushed or chopped, it produces a compound called allicin. This compound helps support healthy blood vessel function and may reduce resistance in blood flow. Many people notice improved overall cardiovascular comfort when garlic is included consistently in meals. It is especially effective when consumed raw or lightly cooked, as excessive heat can reduce its active compounds. And finally, number one is the combination of beetroot and spinach. When these two foods are consumed together, they create a powerful synergy in the body. Both are rich in nitrates, which are converted into nitric oxide. This combined effect helps support stronger blood vessel relaxation and more efficient blood flow. Over time, this can contribute to better oxygen delivery, improved leg comfort, and reduced stiffness during movement. This is why many nutrition experts recommend including multiple nitrate-rich vegetables together, rather than relying on just one source. Now listen carefully. These foods are not instant cures, and they are not replacements for medical treatment. But they do support the natural systems that control blood flow in the body. And when those systems are supported consistently, the body responds. Circulation is not something that completely disappears with age. In many cases, it simply becomes less efficient due to diet, inactivity, and nutrient deficiency. If you start including even a few of these foods regularly and stay consistent for a couple of weeks, you may begin to notice small but meaningful changes: less heaviness in the legs, slight improvement in walking comfort, better warmth in the feet. These changes may not happen overnight, but they build gradually as your body responds to better nutrition. The most important thing to understand is this: your circulation system is not broken. It is responsive, and when you give it the right nutrients consistently, it can support better function even in later years of life.